What's going on YouTube? It's Paulie T here doing a vinyl pickups video. I've got 8 to show you tonight. And the first one I got is Aretha Franklin, Who's Zooming Who. Little did I know that she passed away. As I was buying this record at the record fair, the man told me. And it was a bit of a surprise. So I can pay some sort of a homage or rest in peace to Aretha Franklin, yeah? So that's Who's Zooming Who. I'll show you the back cover. Now the songs on this that I personally like include Freeway of Love with Clarence Clemons, Another Night, and Who's Zooming Who was a single on the album. This is a Australian original pressing from 1985. I'll just get out the condition for you. A good album. It's heavy on the 80s style production, especially the synthy and funky beats. So that's what it looks like. Pretty good condition, I would say. I would grade this as very good plus, at least. Very good. Yet, it's a good album if you're into that funky type of style. Obviously, it still has soulful elements on enough songs for me to mention, as she was the queen of soul. India Kamosi, the very next album I'll show you. Now this is a Jamaican reggae roots album. This came out in 1983. And I do love this album. It is a classic. I got this from a record store and this is a UK original. So it was a bit more pricier than saying Australian pressing. But it paid off because the quality's slightly better. I'm sure it's India Kamosi, but I'm not completely sure. So I'll just call it I&I or India Kamosi. Yeah, the songs I like on this include Trouble You or Trouble Me, Them Thing Day, and Rings With Me. That Rings With Me is a huge song. I like that song. It's a massive classic as well, in case you didn't know. And there's what that one looks like. Mini LP is the record label. He's got a very sweet voice, India Kamosi, but it's powerful at the same time, and the production seems to complement it very well. It leaves a lot of space for his voice, and all space for the masters to have fun, just boosting up his vocals and all that. They would have had a good time doing that. A lot to work with. So the next album is the main ingredient, Euphrates River. This is a soulful, very soulful album, slashed with a bit of a light funk. This came out in 1974 and this is a US original. It's quite pricey, guys. The songs on this I like include Euphrates, Have You Ever Tried It, Summer Breeze, California My Way, Happiness Is Just Around the Bend. The rest of the 3 songs are also very good. This opens up into a bit of a mural and I've got a little story to tell you. Yep, so that's very nice. That's actually one of the best album covers I've ever seen. That's really nice. And the inside, as I'll tell you a little bit of a fun fact. So this guy, this man here, if you can see him, that's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s father, Cuba Gooding Sr. And Cuba Gooding Jr., a lot of us know him as an actor. Not everyone knew his father was a great singer, and he's got a very good voice. I don't really like, it was a bit surprising to me how good his voice is, because I've never heard of him actually sing. I wasn't aware that he was a singer. So the quality of this is quite good. It's near mint. I got this online. As I said, it's an original US pressing. Extremely clean. Like, look at that. It was quite pricey though, guys. It was about, by the time I got this here, after shipping and buying, it was about $50. I don't often spend that much on a record, but it's kind of hard to these days. It was quite pricey, but it was well worth it, you know. Like, I've listened to this many times over the last month. Just such an all great round song. And there was one song that Kanye West actually sampled with Alicia Keys. By the same group, by the same album, but just not this pressing, unfortunately. If you want to find that song, it'll be on the main ingredient, Euphrates River, the Japanese release in the early 2000s. The next one is Black Heart Man by Bunny Rayla. This is a huge classic. It resonates to the core of reggae roots in terms of its influence. Bunny Rayler is the man behind this brilliant album. And Bunny Rayler, for those who don't know, was actually a bandmate of Bob Marley in Bob Marley and the Wailers. So that's something fun for you guys to know. From what I gather from the front cover, I believe that's Haile Selassie or Haile Selassie. And there's Bunny Rayler with the line of Judah on his head. Songs in this that I love are pretty much all of them except for the last one, but I'll name them. Black Heart Man, very good song, very good electric noise I get out of that. You don't always get that out of reggae, not always. Fighting Against Conviction, the Oppressed song, Fig Tree, Dreamland. That is a huge song. That's a massive song, guys. One of my absolute favorites. The first time I heard it, it just resonated with me a lot. Bite Up is pretty good. Reincarnated Souls and Armageddon. The last song, which is titled This Train, for me just doesn't really hit it. That's what the inside looks like. Very nice to look at, eh? That looks like the 10 Commandments. So I'll open it up for you, as I have been doing for all these albums. And I'll show you something really cool about this one. So this one's a coloured vinyl. I only own about 2 or 3 of these coloured ones. Look at that. Now, I mentioned This Train, which I didn't like. It goes for 8 minutes and 27 seconds, and it's just him singing with a guitar. I'm sure the messages are absolutely brilliant, but for me, the messages have to have production to match. Yeah, that's just what I get out of it. I don't want to offend anyone off who likes that song, but that's just my opinion. The next song, we change up the pace a bit. Bit of an 80s funky post-disco album, this D-Train Music. This came out in 1983. Oh, before I go on, I have to mention the year of this one. This one was 1976, right? Black Heart Man, Bunny Rayler, in case you're wondering. So you can look it up if you want. The next one, well, the one I was showing you just now, was D-Train Music. As I said, it was 1983. This is a very bass-driven, lots of synthesizers, and like lots of grooves and hooks, that sort of thing. It's quite poppy, the vocals, but the thing that stands out about me most about this song is the production. And when I say poppy, I don't mean as in pop music. It's more R&B, but it goes up at another level to suit the high pace driven production. So it's not a poppy album. It's definitely more R&B and soul. Soul's more likely. Sometimes it's hard to gauge what genre it is, especially when it's a few decades old. In fact, post-disco was a lot of genres mixed together at the cusp of disco ending. I'll just show you the back before I show you what the record looks like. D-Train Music. And this I got this one at the record fair, actually. I was after his 1982 record. I forget what it's called. I know you can't see much of the quality because it's dark, but I can assure you it's very good. Like, look at that. Not a single thing wrong with it. This was $15 and a UK original, this one. But that Made in Green album I showed you earlier, I'm just in love with it. Like, it's just so soulful, so nice. Even the album cover, yeah. We've got a few to go. I'll try and speed it up because we have been going for 9 minutes, just to keep it interesting for you guys. And this will keep it even more interesting. Don Carlos and Gold. Them never know Natty Dread have him credential. So this album, guys, it took me by surprise and took me by storm a little bit. So I believe this came out in 1982. It should tell me on the album cover. Yeah, but that on the album record rather. So that's what the front looks like. Not too much to look, but it does its way by the music. I'll just open it up for you and I'll describe this album a bit for you guys. Now, this 1982 album, obviously Don Carlos, who's a great singer, and Gold was the man behind the instrumental part of the music. Don Carlos has a very sweet voice, as do most of the reggae singers. To me, it reminds me of a bit of a Muslim prayer. Just to be honest, to say it that way, because there's a lot of effects on this album in terms of echoes and reverb and all that stuff, and it reminds me a bit of a Muslim prayer or Muslim call to prayer, sort of, but albeit with reggae production. Now I have cleaned this one today. I got this one online. This was quite pricey as well. But I'll just show you this one. Just to confirm, it's from 1982. Yeah, definitely 1982. So this, just to name the album again, because it is a bit of a tongue twister. Them Never Know, Natty Dread Have Him Credential. The songs I like on this are Natty Dread Have Him Credential, which is obviously self-titled, Jinal Ship, Come and Go, Wild and Cushing, Jamaican Woman. Dice Cup isn't too bad. Rain on Night has a good classic type of flow to the singing. Hog and Goat is a huge song. Oh Girl is very good. And Untrue Girl, good song. This is a bit of a reggae classic. I don't know to what extent. I haven't heard many other people talk about this. But I've been listening to this thing non-stop for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I got economy shipping. I was waiting for it for 17 days from the US. It was killing me, but I finally have it. I cleaned the hell out of it. Nearly 12 minutes. Wow. So the next one is the Brooklyn, Bronx and Queens Band. 1981. I got this from a record fair. $10 from the record fair, guys. Oh, and I have to mention, I got the reggae one I just showed you for just over 50. It wasn't easy to find, so I had to pay a bit higher price dollar, but that's part and parcel of having collecting records rather. This is known for On the Beat. Straight up, that's the main song it's known for. I'm not sure how big this album is. They sound nice, these songs, soulful. And another post-disco album, very funky, more orientated, more on the funky side than soul. But you did with these 80s albums have a showcase of those funkier sounds, and then you had the slow jams, and they were nice to listen to. And they seemed more innocent, these albums, back in the day to an extent. Especially the soul songs. There was always that bit of a naughty, like, bass-driven, like, production, I'm trying to say, that they would play in clubs and all that. So that's what this one looks like. I remember all these songs, but I can tell you On the Beat is a very good song. There's even a live version of it on YouTube, so you guys should check it out. I'll wrap it up here. I don't want to go for too long. Third World, All the Way Strong. I'll just say this now. I didn't like this album. I didn't even listen to all of it before I took it off. Not much to talk about. This came out in 1983. I'll just see what it looks like. Yeah, it's just a red CBS label. Not too much to talk about. I don't remember what album stood for what. But guys, you see, this is a long video, but I haven't made a video in a very long time. So I thought it wanted to make a longer one. And if you can see, these are brand new speakers. I'll possibly be making a video on these straight after this one. These are amazing speakers. They're killer. So look out for that one. Alright guys, I thank you for watching my video. Have a great night or day or morning, whatever you have. Catch you next time.